Many of us in India believe that, internationally there is a bit of an inflection point on where India stands. One of India's longest demands has been a reform of the United Nations system, that, it needs to be more than just the P5. And the problem that India encounters is that inevitably there's a China veto if you're talking about UN Security Council reform. What's the way forward in that?
Well, I think Britain strongly supports India's membership of the UN Security Council. We should continue to make that clear, and the Prime Minister has done that, and I agree with him about that. The problem, as you say, is Security Council reform is incredibly difficult to get done.
Yes.
Everyone seems to be in favour of it in principle, but it doesn't happen in practice. I think, therefore, we shouldn't put all our efforts on that. At the same time, we should be asking ourselves, what more can we do to include India and Indian leadership in organisations like the G20? India now comes almost routinely to the G7, and I think that's right as a fellow democracy. And then what are the other things where we can work together, working through the Commonwealth, India's new position in the Quad, Britain's bilateral relationship? All these things should reflect India's leadership in this century.